Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. It's Amira, and I'm gonna be sharing with y'all a little bit about where I am right now in my microloc hair journey and what I've been doing so far, how I've been styling my hair, what I've been doing, what I've been up to, because I know I wanted to update more often, but you know, life just happened. I moved back to the States. I'm like all over the place trying to just get some balance and get settled. We've only been here about 2-3 months now, so it's just a whole new experience. So we're gonna talk about a few things. All right, my locks are, and I'm looking at them like they're gonna tell me the answer. My locks are a year and 9 months, because I started them December 3rd, and we're in September. We're at the end of September. So almost 2 years. And I will say, just number one, right out the gate, I have no intention of cutting my locks, period. I'm loving my locks, okay? This last year and a half, a little bit more, has been the easiest hair years of my adult life, okay? I had locks when I was younger. I was a child, and my locks were a lot bigger. They were like maybe like thumb sized, and my hair was just super thick. So my whole styling journey and like kind of learning my hair and learning myself and learning my face and all that was just completely different. And now having these, a whole new experience for me. So this has really been like the first time for me. So I want to talk about a few things. I have some notes right here. Number one, just take a look at my hair. You can absolutely, baby, still see some braid pattern up in there. Like, yeah, you can still see it. And actually, most people don't notice. People will stop me at the grocery store and stuff like that, and they're like, do you have sister locks? And I'm like, girl, you see these braids? But most people don't notice because they are like, you know, they're starting to get a little locked look, especially at the root. And you're looking at them like with natural light coming right at them, but they honestly look a little bit more uniform in person. A little bit, not much. So you can absolutely still see the braid pattern. That hasn't gone away. It really started bothering me around 1 year. And I don't know why it really started bothering me so much around that time. I think it was just I expected it to have changed, to have looked different, and it didn't at all. So I think for me, the main thing was it looks like raggedy braids still. There wasn't a lot of like this area, and it just looked like raggedy braids. Now it's not bothering me so much. I have my ends are starting to close a little bit more. My entire lock looks a little bit more uniform. You can see as I kind of pick them up, like they're still definitely fluffy. I still have some that still like stretch and stuff. This one's actually interlocked. I was just playing around. So don't mind that. And you know, they're still baby locks, okay? Like, let's say this one, I'm almost 100% positive I could just take that right down, but I haven't touched it. I got into kind of my frustration with it around that the first, like I hit the 1 year mark and I took a few down and interlocked them, but right now I don't care. It is like, it's been fine. So that's that. I've started using conditioner. I will say is really the main thing. I don't really use anything else. So that compared to my loose natural hair, it's just a huge, humongous difference when it comes to products. I was moving to Tanzania, y'all, from here. I hit up Sally Beauty. I hit up all my hair supply places. And I had so many hair supplies. I had the big jar of gel, like 80 ounces or something. I had just all kind of stuff. Now I don't use anything but shampoo, and I have been using conditioner. I just started using conditioner like 2 months ago, maybe a month ago, and it was fine. Like my last wash, basically. So actually it wasn't even a month ago, and it was fine. But typically it's just shampoo. I might put a little bit of oil through my hair, like put a few squirts of oil and then run it through my hair, braid it up, and it's done, y'all. Like my whole product routine is just completely different. So I am using conditioner. That's number one. I'm very, very minimal with the product. And I notice the difference when I do use product. Like if I use gel on my edges, I will then be like washing my hair and I feel like just like a film or a difference right here. I got my hair done at a salon the other day. It was absolutely gorgeous. I actually, if I can insert some pictures, I will. If not, I'll show you the next time I do that style. But it was absolutely gorgeous. I had the pipe cleaner curls. It was so, so pretty. But my hair was so itchy. Like my scalp was itchy. And she did washed it. I think she conditioned. And then we did like a mousse. I don't usually use anything, so my scalp was itching like crazy. So I don't use anything. I have a naturally flaky scalp, but as long as I'm washing every 2 weeks, my scalp's fine. As long as I don't have anything on it. So that's been absolutely fine. Another one of my notes is that my hair is no longer dry. When I first started my locks, I worried about my hair being dry. I kind of struggled with it a little bit. You know, and it honestly, it didn't feel as dry as it looked. It definitely looked a little dry. But now, like, my hair, even without the conditioner, this was my first wash, like I said, with conditioner. And I've only done it sporadically over the last year and a half. I have done it, but, you know, into like my normal routine, this was my first time. And that's another thing I've been doing, like kind of taking those loose hairs around and I just wrap them around. But my hair doesn't get dry. Like, it really doesn't feel dry. And I don't use product to like set it and stuff like that, and it doesn't feel dry. I literally don't feel it. Like, my hair just feels soft, and I don't know. That was a huge surprise to me because I expected my hair to feel dry without all that product. And I expected to have to do some kind of moisture spray. And even watching other women, they usually do some kind of moisture spray or rose water or something. And I had times where I did that, but now on a daily basis, nothing. Like, and it feels fine. So I don't plan to change that. Okay. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is styles. So I've been experimenting a little bit. I do not often wear my hair like up. I don't often wear a lot of styles because as it's been for the last 6 years, 7 years, yeah, ever since I had my kids, I don't do a lot of styles. I really don't. So with my hair like this, and I can take my headscarf off in the morning and fluff it up a little bit, like that's all I do. But I will typically, after I wash, do a braid out, wear that braid out until it's looking like this. Like, this is kind of like the second week of a braid out or whatever. And then I'll wash it and do it again. I did the pipe cleaner curls. That was super fun. I did some styling when I went to the opera last year. I did an updo, so that was super fun. And I haven't really done one yet this year. So there's like some other stuff that I definitely want to try. I saw some cute stuff, but I'm just honestly lazy. I'm honestly lazy with it. So that's that. I don't style much. I pretty much have done the braid outs and then recently tried the curls. The next topic that I wanted to talk about was buildup and lint. And you can kind of look in my hair and see I don't have any buildup and lint. And I can attribute that to not using products. And I thought this would be like something that's like, oh, other girls probably won't do that, you know, probably won't use product, but I will. But I really just don't need it. And then the other thing is I sleep with a scarf on. So most of the time, a lot of the time, 70% of the time, I'm sleeping with a scarf on. But other than that, if I see something in my hair, like after I had the product in my hair and I could see lint stick to it, I would literally take my lock, hold it like this against my finger, and gently just scratch it to get out any of that fluff and, you know, I don't know, dandruff, product, whatever. And when I wash, if I get out and I can do this where, you know, against my scalp and I still see something, I get back in and wash it again. So I will often do, you know, rinse with the shampoo 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Oh, it's noise. So yeah, so I just focus on the shampoo, and I haven't had to do like any soaking, any type of treatments for buildup, for lint, anything like that. And actually the same with my kids, which they don't sleep with anything on their head at all. And they're very, like, they don't care about lint and buildup. So we just don't use any products, and that works. I do water only when I do retightening and stuff like that. I do a light gel on my son's hair. His locks are bigger, but we don't use a lot of product. So that's that. And then the last thing that I wanted to just address, which is a question I get a lot, is have I lost any locks? Have any locks broken off? And you know, are they feeling like they're breaking or anything like that? And the answer is yes and no. I don't have any like really problem areas, but I will say, like, these locks that started out like this small, they're growing, and as they grow, because they're a different length than the rest of my hair, they can look a little crazy, and I don't like that. But like, this one's doing amazing, honey. Look at that one. I think it's actually just a full lock. I think it's fully locked now. And then you can see like this one's growing. All of my little edge hairs that were like super broken because this is postpartum shedding, they're really doing much better. And I'll talk about slipping in a second too, because we're gonna go into that. I don't know what that is, but yeah, so this is how my hair is looking. I'm not having any significant problems. I have had one lock break off. I think it was this one actually. I've had one lock like broke off at the halfway. There was like a super weak point on it, and I don't know if I have a picture of it, but there was a super weak point on it that, I don't know, it couldn't hold on. So I was just like, I don't know if I cut it off or if I did a ponytail and it came off. I can't really remember, but that was the only one. So no, I haven't lost any locks, and I haven't had like those areas where your locks just kind of all seem to, you know, have broken in half and you have all short locks in that area. I don't have anything like that right now. The last thing is slippage. Now, I do have this problem a lot, and especially right up here in the front. So like this one, I just retightened it because 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, I got it retightened, and it just, the hair is kind of silky right here. So I have to retighten this. I want to say like every 2 weeks. I'm going in and I'm like retightening it. But I have like some problems with slippage, especially in the areas of my hair that are a little bit like, just that like shinier hair. I know these are not, okay, I know these ain't together. Okay. Like where I have like those like kind of shinier hair strands, I have very thick, shiny. And when I say shiny, I mean like it's a very smooth strand. And as you can see, like I have varying textures throughout my head in various curl patterns. So I have like some that are super small like that, and I have some that are bigger that actually do kind of look like this. And it's not like a perfect, when it's wet, it's a wave more like this. This is like my curl pattern in the front. So in some areas of my hair, I'll see the lock, like it's loose at the base, like it's just unraveled. So that's one weird thing that I have been dealing with. And I have some areas like where it just doesn't want to stay retightened well, but I'm starting to get some buds. You'll see, like that's one of my favorite ones. I'm starting to get like some little lock buds. And yes, my sisters have been pulling them. Girl, what's this on the indigo lock? Don't touch that. You see, like my hair is a much tighter texture in the back, and they're like actually locking up. So I'm really excited for that. But yeah, this is how my hair looks, guys. This is how it's looking. And I've only gotten my hair retightened by someone else once. And if you're, I don't know, in my area, if you want her info, let me know. But I've been doing it myself, and I'm gonna continue doing it myself unless it's like a special occasion or something. Because it cost about $120, and then the style was $45. So a wash and retightening costs about $120. And I was like, oh, this is why I was doing it myself. Now in Tanzania, that's like 60,000 to shilling, or 70 maybe. They might looked at mine and said 70, but that's even still, that's like $30. So I should have been doing it there, but I didn't. I was like, I didn't make it a priority. So I've just been doing it myself. I take all day to do it. It's not a big deal. I'm thinking about going back over my highlights a little bit, you know, just bringing them up higher since it's growing out. But other than that, y'all, I love my hair. I hope this was informative. I hope it was helpful, because I don't see a lot of braid lock ladies who still constantly update on YouTube. So I keep saying it, but I'm gonna try to do better. I'll show y'all styles and stuff. Not much changes, so I don't really think to like update or whatever. But this is how my hair's looking. And we're going into fall, so I feel like the highlights are just so, they're just giving so autumn. So that's it, y'all. Please do subscribe if you want to see more videos. I will be sharing a lot more when it comes to lifestyle, beauty, that type of content. If you love it, subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.